Welcome to this video. I'm your host, the Outdated Gen Z. And before we actually start the review of Sonic 2 here, I edited a quick little previously on the Outdated Gen Z segment. I'm not bringing bad continuity in my videos, I just thought it would be kind of funny to just whip up. So with that, insane transition. Woo! But let's see what else we got in this series next. Let's see what we got in this series next! I promise I'll never do that again. Or not, I don't know. Welcome to a sub-series I like to call What Reruns. This is a series dedicated to me re-reviewing games. I've already, reviewed this game before on this channel, hence me saying re-review. So this time it's on to a re-review of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Let's get this started. So Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was released on the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive depending on where you're chilling in 1992, and if you want to know the exact date, then here you go. In Japan, Sonic 2 was released on November 21st of 1992, and in both North America and Europe, Sonic 2 had a release date of November 24th of 1992, which I believe became Sonic 2's marketing stunt with it being released on a Tuesday. At least from what I can tell from the Wikipedia article. Only the finest research on this channel. So anyways, what's the in-game story here? Well, it's just about the same as Sonic 1, so I'll pull up a clip from one of my Sonic 1 videos. Dr. Robotnik captured all the animals, turned them into robots, and also took the Chaos Emeralds, and you gotta stop that. Yes, that's about it. The only thing new that happened story-wise in Sonic 2 is the fact there are now 7 Chaos Emeralds instead of 6, and I'll get to this during my gameplay rant, which so happens to be right now. So Sonic 2's gameplay is honestly an incredible upgrade from Sonic 1's. And it's insane that it only took a year after Sonic 1 to get this all perfectly sorted out. First major upgrade, no more speed caps. Although Sonic 1 was faster than the average platformer at the time already, the developers getting rid of the ground speed cap was a good choice, as you can get to, of course, go faster. But players are able to get into this kind of speed funk of sorts to get some crazy times in each level. Of course, I'm not good at video games, so I can't get these crazy times. I can certainly talk about video games, though. Yup, I'm one of those guys, Second major upgrade, or I guess I should just call it a new feature now, a new move. It's called the Spin Dash. When you stop and crouch and then mash the jump button, Sonic charges up speed, and once you let go, yippee! You go blasting through the stage and enemies. Third new feature, you get a companion just following you around the entire game. Sonic 2 here was the second game to introduce Tails the Fox, miles per hour, whatever you want to call this cool little guy. So Tails being here amounts to nothing in this game. Sorry, pal. He can't fly in this game. He ruins everything in the special stages. I'll get to the special stages in a bit, don't worry. But Tails does teach you how to do a spin dash if you fail to go up a hill. I always love this little detail. But where would we be today without Tails? Enjoying the special stages a little bit more? Kidding. I still love the little guy. The special stages in this game are really fun, and for a while were my favorite in the entire series, until I realized that future Sonic games reuse this half-pipe special stages a lot, and I just got tired of them. They're at least still better than the Sonic 1 special stages though. But when replaying this game, I kind of got some of that love back for these special stages. Sometimes playing the original version fixes everything. Kinda. But hey, once you get all of the 7 Chaos Emeralds, you get a sick transformation for Sonic. Super Sonic. All you have to do is collect 50 rings, just like how you need to collect 50 rings to enter the special stages from a checkpoint, but now you transform as soon as you jump. I don't really like that though. It would be better if you could jump and then press the jump button again in the air to transform into Super Sonic. Thankfully, some later versions of Sonic 2 do that. Yup. Well, let's talk about the zones in Sonic 2. Most of these are really fun, so I might ramble a little bit much at times. Or maybe I won't ramble at all because I suck at content creation. The first zone here is Emerald Hill. Like any beginning zone in a Sonic game, it's pretty basic compared to the rest of the game, but this starter zone is definitely one of my favorites in the series. It's so fast-paced and flows really well. The boss here just makes me laugh. It's a classic, but damn, this is way easier than the ball and chain from Sonic 1. Next is Chemical Plant, and although this is one of the zones we see a lot in newer Sonic games, you can't go wrong with the original. Sure, it's a water stage, but if you know what you're doing, you can skip some of the water sections. Hate the boss, by the way. I can never beat it on the first try. So I hate it because I have a skill issue. So basically I'm coping. Next is Aquatic Ruin, another water stage, but you can avoid all of the water, unlike Chemical Plant where you can only avoid some. All you have to do is stay on the high path in this zone and you're golden. Also, the boss has a great idea and all, but this boss is a little bit slow for my liking. Pretty sure Robotnik here has extended invincibility frames after a hit compared to the rest of the bosses in this game. Next zone here is Casino Night, definitely one of the major highlights of this game for me. Because of these gambling sections, Luigi has changed me as a person. But otherwise, the level is great. It's a little slower than the other zones so far, but it's not a bad thing in my opinion. The boss is great too. Hilltop zones. Say what you want about me, but this is my favorite zone in Sonic 2. Sure, it shares the same ground tiles as Emerald Hill, and it just changes the color palette this time around, but I like this zone because it's basically Emerald Hill zone. It has a nice balance of speed and normal platforming. I'm always a sucker for lava. The background looks really cool, and this zone has one of the best songs in the entire game. Only complaint I have with this zone is the boss. It's just too easy. Like, extremely easy. Don't mind the fact that I took damage. Next is Mystic Cave, and I'm going to be honest, this is definitely one of the weaker zones in Sonic 2. It's not bad, it just could be better. Love the music though. And a quick side note, I always go really slow in the Spike Pit section of Act 2. I'm always really damn scared of it. The boss is also pretty lame. There you go, 100% go to Mystic Cave review. Next is Oil Ocean Zone. I used to hate this zone until I played Sonic Mania's version, and then I kind of had a new opinion on it. I still love the Sonic Mania version all the way, of course. I just view Oil Ocean as an okay zone now. Not bad, but just okay. The boss would be good too if it wasn't so easy to cheese it. So back in my first outdated Gen Z video about Sonic 2, I never actually told anyone my opinion on Metropolis Zone. I instead just played the music of it at an absurd volume, so here you go, here's a proper review on Metropolis. So I know this is going to be a pretty controversial take, but I don't think the zone is half bad. It's honestly very good, except for the bad enemy placement and that this is the only zone in Sonic 2 with 3 acts instead of 2. But other than that, yeah, I love this zone. It has a really good flow and has some jamming music. Of course though, because of that enemy placement, I just use Supersonic to get rid of that problem. But no more jamming music, only Super theme. So sad. The boss is pretty good. It's just Robotnik sacrificing his balloon kids. Sky Chase is next and is a 1-act only zone. Honestly, as much as it's definitely the pace killer in this game, it's not that bad. Just be glad it's kind of functional. Keywords kind of. I didn't record any footage of me spin dashing off the tornado. Sorry. Wing Fortress is next, and is another 1-act zone, but it's practically Sky Chase Act 2, because it's the only zone that has a clear transition from the previous zone. Tails dies, then we go straight into a zone that you don't want to be Supersonic in. This is why I hate the Supersonic activation in this game. Lame boss, then Tails comes back, and then we head to the Death Egg. The Death Egg is just a final boss arena, which sucks, because the zone music slaps. Just like the Sonic 1 final boss, you don't have access to any rings. First you fight a robot Sonic of some sort, he's either Mega Sonic or Silver Sonic. There's just so many different robot Sonics during this era, and I just don't remember which one's which anymore. Next you get to see Robotnik somehow running faster than Sonic. Pretty sure there's a game theory episode about this. Then you fight the Death Egg robot, and because I played this boss a little bit too safe, this took a while. And there you go, there's Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Unless if you're playing the 2013 mobile remaster or the Origins version of Sonic 2. Because if you're in Mystic Cave Act 2 and fall into the famous Spike Pit, you go straight to the Hidden Palace zone. Hidden Palace was famously scrapped from the original game, and I'm happy that it's here in this version. Only complaint for me is I wish that there was 2 acts, because it ends way too early. And the boss doesn't really feel like a Sonic 2 boss, in my opinion. Like, of course it looks like one, but the way you have to hit Robotnik by water bombing him first just seems too advanced for a Genesis Sonic game to have. Still love the addition of this zone though. Now there you go, that's Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Well, there's Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but before I talk about my overall opinion on this game, how about we let someone else talk about their opinion on Sonic 2 first? Also, thankfully, our special feature here did a quick recap of Sonic 2 as well. So cool. He also does a better job at editing and has better gameplay footage than me. I'm sorry I had to compress your 1080p to 720p, bro. I need a new PC.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2, one of the best sequels in gaming history that improves pretty much everything upon the original. Released in 1992 on the Sega Genesis, this game sold over 6 million copies worldwide, making it the second best selling on the whole console, just behind Sonic 1, probably because that one was bundled in with the console in the first place. Now, what is so good about Sonic 2? Well, pretty much everything it has to offer. So let's step into the gameplay department first. Sonic 2 implemented lots of new mechanics, such as the spin dash, split screen in co-op, a new form in Super Sonic, which you get after collecting all the 7 Chaos Emeralds, and just lots of quality of life improvements overall. These improvements upped the speed and flow and makes this game so much fun to replay. This story once again follows Sonic as he races to stop Eggman from capturing animals, this time on the West Side Island. This time though, he's joined by a new companion, Tails the Fox, and together they stop Eggman from constructing a weapon of mass destruction, as in the Death Egg. Another great change that Sonic 2 made when compared to the first game is the level design and structure. Are you that tired of long lengthy zones with 3 acts per zone? Well, our new game Sonic the Hedgehog 2 has cut down this 3-act structure to accommodate the consumer's lack of attention span. Now with 2 acts per zone, you'll be racing through brighter, bolder, and crazier zones than ever before. Speeding in at only $49.99, lock in today and buy Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Console sold separately. Okay, I do not know where that came from, but anyway, yeah, the levels are amazing. Each one is full of cool routes, fun design, and amazing environments. And the level of speed you can pick up is insane. Like, sometimes the camera can't even follow you properly. In the game, there are 11 unique zones. Emerald Hill, the fast Green Hill-esque stage, Chemical Plant, the factory that has so much speed, but also ups the difficulty. Aquatic Ruins, level what? A level water? What the hell? Aquatic Ruins, a water level that I actually enjoy. Casino Night is the Las Vegas of the Sonic franchise, so gambling, let's go. Hilltop, the fiery volcanic stage with a lot of verticality. Mystic Cave, a slower and more platforming based stage, but I still enjoy it. Oil Ocean is mid. Metropolis Zone is full of shit, and it makes me want to cry so much. Sky Chase, which is a sore excuse for a level, it's just auto-scrolling. Wing Fortress, which is fine, and the Death Egg, which is literally just a boss. Touching on boss fights, they're actually pretty good. These fights are very fast and very easy, but with skill you can clear them even faster, and overall, no complaints. Oh yeah, and the Casino Night stage, that boss, it actually takes good use of Sonic's unique movement and gameplay style. Also, way better than Sonic 1 are the special stages. Now, instead of having to hold on to 50 rings for the entire stage just to get one chance to jump into the ring at the end, this time you only have to have 50 rings and hit one of the signposts, which there are multiple of in each stage, which is much easier and much better for Chaos Emerald collection. Oh, and yeah, as mentioned previously, there is actually incentive to get these emeralds, rather than just having the good ending. Like, bro, who cares? Yeah, we actually have Super Sonic, which is just so peak. The music is also another highlight. Each track in this game has merit, and they are so damn good. I'll take these tracks over Sonic 1 every single day. And my favorites, probably Aquatic Ruin and Chemical Plant. Now, I haven't actually played the original Genesis version of this game, because I don't have a Genesis, but I'm sure it plays pretty much the same as like Origins or any of the many re-releases that this game has gotten. If you could correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, on a scale out of 10, I would give Sonic the Hedgehog 2 an 8 out of 10. And it's only here because I think 3D games are just, I find them more fun. So that's Sonic 2. Sorry if the review is a bit short. I'm kind of making my own one right now on Sonic 1, 2, 3, and CD. So I didn't want to just blatantly copy that. But yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks for having me. Goodbye.
Well, there we go. Shout out to CampbellVDL for hopping on this video. I'll make sure to link his review that he mentioned down below in a pinned comment whenever it releases. But for now, on to my overall opinion on Sonic 2. So that's Sonic the Hedgehog 2, an amazing sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog. I know people are more into Sonic CD these days, but don't skip out on this one, man. If you like the fast part about Sonic because, you know, it's in his name, then this is the perfect 2D Sonic game for you. So many great zones in this game. I kind of wish that these were more well known to the Sonic fan masses, and all while a slapping soundtrack goes on in the background. Definitely at the top 5 Sonic OSTs for me. So yes, although Tails is really annoying in special stages, this is still one of the most incredible gaming sequels in my opinion. Well, I did it. An actual good review of Sonic 2. So I have nothing else to say here, so shout out to Campbell once again. Make sure to check out his channel, he makes some great stuff. But for now, I'll see you in the next one, and the one after that.